Welcome to Utopia, favored ones. Come on in and take a seat at the round table, and we will get right into your reading. I'm Kymmy, your reader, and today's topic is about how someone's gonna crash out over your success or lack of attention. It's really giving embarrassing vibes because, I'm hearing that your reputation is ironclad because there's a few people who really just are speaking ill on your name. To get down into it, we have people who have been making threats, maybe against your life. They honestly need therapy, and there might be people out there speaking that they had sex with you when you didn't, which is gross, giving stalker vibes. But yeah, that's for the most extreme energies, and I know that not everyone's gonna resonate with that part as deeply. Thank goodness, because we don't need that many people going through that in my collective. We just don't need that. Don't need that energy. And but for others, it can simply be like people are a little jealous that you're not giving them as much attention as you usually do, because I don't know, it's giving toxic vibes where they're jealous of the cat or a friend and stuff like that. I don't know. It's just not fun energy out there right now, and I feel like we're really in the trenches, and I want to let you know that you're not alone, my favored ones, and that your reputation is ironclad. I was getting this song I don't give a damn about my bad reputation. No, 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 not me, me. So, you're really navigating this, shit sandwich with grace. And I wanted to congratulate you because, in Shrek, it was not in his favor for most of the movie, for all of his life. And even after some of the movies, things didn't go in his favor either. But his reputation over time was built like layers with onions. Over time, his reputation became more ironclad, that people knew who he really was, by the actions that he had taken, right? He was a hero. He made himself a hero. And that's what you've done. You've created yourself into a hero. And some of you always were. But yeah, besides the song, I was also getting the song from Phantom of the Opera, especially the song All I Ask of You, whereas before you had a very toxic environment. Toxic. You had, immature energies that you had thought that you deserved or that you weren't worthy of more, and you've moved on from that, where you may have people who are stalking you now. Or even your animals are stalking the other animal if you're bringing a new one home, or the animal, your beloved familiar, is getting used to the newborn coming in as well. But inside, all I ask of you is let me be your freedom. Let daylight dry your tears. I am here with you, beside you, to hold you and to guide you. And Spirit wants to remind you that it's holding you and guiding you through this time, and that this new connection that you have found is treating you much better. They just want to be next to you. Maybe you're a very coupley couple. For those who I'm speaking to who are in a new, or maybe your relationship has been for a long time and people know that you are loyal to them, that you are, and that's why people aren't even believing these rumors that are being said about you, because, if you can hear my laundry in the back, people are trying to air out this fake laundry. They're and your friends are like, that's not even Gucci. Okay, that's not even Gucci, what you're saying right now. You're capping, you know? A lot of people don't want me to get this message out, but you want to know what? I'm going to get it out anyway, so rebuke. Spirits be with me. Yeah, a lot of you could be quitting smoking and stuff like that, cutting back. Yeah, people could be talking about how the way you were before you got sober, and they may not like the fact that you aren't able to be pushed around like you used to be, you know? Um, they wanted more of a reaction out of you. They're used to people who would, like, you know, jump at the chance to be like, that's not me, what they said's not true. Like, they, you have a right to defend yourself, obviously, but I feel like you're not doing it with your words. I feel like you're defending yourself with your action. The pen is mightier than the swords, which, you know with the opera, writing a whole opera to convey a story is so powerful. um and even in the story, like, it's like not having people who are coming after you and stuff like that, but have a mask, as I was gonna say, like the Phantom, they may be into BDSM, the person I'm speaking to. Yeah, like, of course you could be as well. um but yeah, that's just an extra message. Or they're just trying to conceal who they really are. They can be disarming with their words, and then later on, when the mask gets taken off, they're not as nice. The Phantom, disarming Christine and pretending to be the ghost of her father and teaching her how to sing. Some of you could be very reparable at singing. You're very talented, and some people could be upset because, I don't know, they can't get your attention, or they're upset because they didn't give you attention. It seems like they're not this type to get said no to. That's icky and just not fun. But there is love, from friendships, like, because they saying it's not Gucci. They don't believe that, and um, maybe you got put in bad situations before, like with the fishing hat. Maybe you been on dating apps or just talking over Messenger and stuff, and they tried to set you up, and you're just not falling for it. You're just not taking the bait. And for those who did end up taking bait, I see that you're finally standing up for yourself and not allowing yourself be um kept in a serious, situation. You're taking yourself out of a dangerous situation, and, taking different actions, because in the past you may have been stuck in fawning mode, and you've moved into the fight or flight, and, it's not your fault that a lot of people, when they're being disarming, it's, you're gonna feel vulnerable and, try to relate because you're a genuine person. They're manipulative. That's the difference. So if it happened to you and you're dealing with this, I don't know whether it's because of a relationship you're in, or an ex, or someone you don't even really know more than an acquaintance, your battle bar opponent. Um, but just like, maybe your ex is saying that the reason why you broke up was because of you, and you're showing others that it's not true by working on yourself and glowing up. And I feel like that's the same thing with your old friend groups and stuff that may have bullied you. They say that the spirit has a funny way of bringing people around from your past to, like, show them your feast, but no, like, only when it's time, when you're ready and you're discerning, and you're gonna, like, not allow them back in your life. And pretty much if they come around and be like, I don't know you, that's my purse. And you're not maybe like watching old shows that help you I don't know, self-regulate. I feel like for comedic relief during this time could be very beneficial for you. Um, so you may have got a new purse. Yeah, maybe you got new drip and or new swag or and people are used to you not pouring that love into yourself, which is so beautiful because we have the Ace of Emotions here, which is the Ace of Cup. They're not used to you pouring into your own cup, creating your a more open. Yeah, you're breaking the surface tension of your comfort zone. I'm an intelligent killer bee. I hide in my honeycomb. Stay out of my comfort zone. So some of you may enjoy a sadistic or darker gore metal and such. And like gory and melancholy rap. Um, like Atasha the Scrub, uh, like I said, sadistic. Maybe idea is really important for you as well. But yeah, and seeing jellyfish here too, which reminds me, oh yeah, I had a dream not too long ago that was wonderful where well, not a dream, but I astral traveled to visit with my family members who had passed away because I don't really like, talk to my family anymore. So maybe you're creating your own family, which is what they were showing me inside of it. Well, it was at the mountains where we usually had our reunion, family reunion. So some of you may be having a family reunion, or at Mother's Day, maybe they were giving you some hard times there. And you really shown how much you've grown. You didn't allow the family stuff that used to get you down, get under your skin, and you really just let it wash off of your shoulders, and just really felt cleansing and renewed, like you had stepped in your own power, and you weren't allowing people to be inside of your energetic auric field. Um, Yeah, you're really schooling those ops. Inside of my song, I haven't that I'm having recorded. It's one of the lines at the end of it is uh, "real outshines the op illusions." So you can be outshining op illusions. Uh, yeah, your family members could be talking. Uh, ill-mannered about you or your family-in-law, or even just your family. Some families are fucking whack. um we're talking shit, and like maybe they felt like they liked your old partners more, or maybe they felt like you don't like the way you handle things, but you're learning how to navigate and break generational curses of your own. But back to the astral travel, at the end of it, when I was done, I since I've never traveled to the other side of the mountains of all my travels, it's one of the places I do want to go. Um, to go near the ocean, and I shifted from the one-dimensional pocket from the family reunion. So some of you may be having family reunions, like I said, or traveling to the mountains. You could be from the mountain ranges. That's awesome too, uh, for whomever that resonates with. But yeah, I went across on the other side of the mountains. So some of you could came over on the mountains or moved across the mountains to be closer to the ocean. Once I got to the ocean, though, I was standing at the edge and I saw a bunch of jellyfish. So seeing the jellyfish there just really reminded me of that. And I feel like you're immersing yourself within your depths and you're bringing that depths to the surface, like in the movie of the Megalodon, right? And uh, it's a guilty pleasure. You want to know what? I'm not even guilty about it. I don't care. B-rated movies are awesome. So some of you may be involved in B-rated movies. You can have music in it, or you could be actor and actresses, or part of the film crew, production crew, and get to travel around in the mountains to like shoot the scenes from the upcoming features, and that's really awesome as well. But yeah, you're bringing it to the surface, like in the Meg. It's not too much of spoilers, but if it is, whatever, skip a little bit to the like couple of seconds. But yeah, they broke through the thermic layer of the ocean, and the megalodon was able to come back through up, right? So you are bringing the heat and you're surfacing, you're bringing it to a whole nother temperature. You got the right temperature to shelter me from the storm. And like, yeah, you're sheltering yourself from the storms. Maybe you're really good at knowing how to survive the elements. You could be going through survival training, or you have military background. I'm seeing a lot of geometric symbols in the back here, so I'm feeling that there's a few of you out there who are into uh, quantum physics as well as light language, throat singing, and what's the other one? It reminds me of the hula hoop dance that and the indigenous people you do, where they have like so many. It's like the peacock shape, and um, yeah, or you're just hoopers in general. That's really awesome. Yeah, some of you are learning how to dance and take dance lessons, or you're the instructor, of course. You take it as it applies. It may be that you're on the other end of this, and you may be, watching on behalf of how someone feels or what the collective feels, and then it applies to you. But yeah, you can be an instructor. Of course, a water instructor as well. You're putting your kids into class with the school fish there. Now that summer is coming up, and you may be getting them ready for what they need to do. Like I said, survival, like earlier, survival training. You could be training for your marathon as well, because that's a circuit as well as like the Olympics. So some of you may be training for the Olympics. That's badass. Badass. But the other thing with the school going on as well is that you could. Oh, what was I gonna say? I got so caught up on the hoops and the loops. The loops, brother. The loops. So yeah, and knuckles. Yeah, you're training your knuckles. You're making sure that you're using the proper tape when you're going in for mixed martial arts. You're getting trained in your classes. Swimming lessons. You could be homeschooling as well, and you're bringing that to the surface. Mario? Why am the cheat code or something like that? I don't know, because it's like back, forward, A, B, A, B. It's probably the opposite, knowing me, because it's not in front of me right now. Oh, that was on the wall at the arcade when I went for my birthday. So some of you may be celebrating yourself more. You're getting out and celebrating yourself more, like for your birthday, or you're in charge of events. Maybe you're in charge of events. You're an event planner and you're finally making like debuts and getting more shows and making it a name for yourselves. And that's amazing. Yeah, so you could be really good at video games and stuff like that, and that's what your reputation is, reputable and like ironclad. Like if someone needs you to do a certain video game, they're calling you in. They're like, yo, we're about to go do a raid on Rust or Fortnite, whichever. And you get there and it's like, yo, we gotta wait. We gotta wait for the collective. They're gonna come in clutch, like for real. Wait, wait, wait. Nut, nut. Yeah, so I feel like scuba lessons and just like really training and learning how to bring that depth of yourself up to the surface. Maybe you were afraid to share your creations in the past, like your songs. Maybe you didn't show your drawings and you just had your sketchbook, your secret sketchbook for yourself. Um, Maybe people didn't even know that you were into a certain thing until you let them know, like your poetry. And it reminds me of when I did my show, and at the end, my friend shouted me out for letting everyone know that I do have this channel, and they were like, "Oh, I didn't know you had a huge channel on YouTube," and I was like, well, it's like, I try to separate work from home as much as possible. Um, for those who are really close to me, I try not to like talk about it too much to the people who I don't feel like will be really interested in the first place. Um, why waste their time? 2228 on the clock, right? You're not wasting any time anymore. You're in the past. Yeah, people may be upset that they can't waste your time, and ain't nobody got time for that. Oh yeah, the lady who did that, ain't nobody got time for that. Like, had an extremely big glow up. So honestly, congratulations, all of you, my beautiful collective. Favored ones, like for real, like the energy that always comes through, no matter what's being thrown your way, your energies always feel like from the Emperor's New Groove, when it's like, let me guess, waterfall coming up, big one, sharp rocks at the bottom, most likely. Bring it on. Like, you're like, bring it on. I know spirit got me, and it seems like you have way more supporting members around you. Like, you have a supportive community. If it's not that big, like, at least the close-knit friends that you do have in your life and around, allowing your inner circle, have your back, and they ride at dawn for you, okay? It is not funny how quickly these people would go to bat for you. Yeah, they love you. They love you. They feel like loving you helps, reflect them back. Like, really, because loving you, look, in their past, they felt like having love from friends, having love from a community, having love from themselves, you know, and this could even mean for you as well, my loves, is that in the past, it felt like getting any type of love in your lives and theirs, the people who you surround yourself with, was like it cost them an arm and a leg, you know? Look at these arms and legs. Yeah, it felt like, you know, what's my love gonna cost you? Well, it's gonna cost you an arm and a leg. And for some of you, that's literal. Like you may be an amputee, um, or it just felt like you were cut off from yourself, like your personality and your energy, like a part of you was missing with like a trauma bond. And they say, you know, I'm learning how those toxic behaviors from your past relationship is a big part of, you know, creating a healthy one new. um yeah, it feels like they can really blossom and be themselves, and, you know, really accept their wings, like off of the TV show Lucifer. um Trigger warning. Where he would cut off his wings constantly over and over again, because he didn't feel worthy to have redemption. And I feel for you, that there is no blocking the well-known fact that you have your redemption. You have been redeemed. Whatever you may have done, whatever it was, you've redeemed yourself in your eyes even. And that is a beautiful thing, because if you were redeemed in your own eyes, then there's nothing anyone else is ever going to say that will take that feeling away, because you did it. Like, that's how I feel when I'm telling others too. It's like, you may not feel like you're able to do it, and I want to tell you can, because if I did it, if I did it, I know you can do it, because you can. Water sign over here. And the sun. But it's true, and it's so beautiful, and so passionate about it as well. You're so passionate and so loved, and you are the embodiment of love. You know, you would stop on the side of the road to take care of a little animal that needs to find its way home. You know, you would be the one to be like, take a random kitten home and be like, that's mine now. Cat distribution system at its finest. Oh, okay. I raised a bunch of I raised a bunch of little girls who aren't so little anymore. But before I ended up going no contact, I did, with my siblings, really loved the Barbie movies. And if you haven't seen it, with Fairytopia, some of you may work with the elementals and have a connection to the Fae realms, Elvic realms, the Tattoo Dana, the children of Danu, may be important for you. And like, because in that storyline at the beginning, she didn't, you know, Thumbelina didn't have, was it Thumbelina? Oh, see, I don't know as well as I thought. And that's what people don't know you as well as they thought they did. And that's shaking them. It's getting them ready to crash out. But in the movie, she went through all of that journey, and that was the one thing that made her immune, was the fact that she didn't have wings, and it was making wing sickness. And at the end of the movie, she was the hero and she had her wings, just like Thumbelina. Probably why I think of it. It is very much an adaptation. So yeah, you know, a lot of people could be dealing with the fact that, you know, that you're an adaptation of what you used to be, you know. Adapt, improvise, overcome. um, But yeah, it sounds really amazing the way you are navigating things. And like they want to pull you up out of your like, oh cool, this is a pyramid as well. Maybe the Mayan temples are important to you. And these, I forget what they're called, but they're so cute. And I love when little bonbons eat on them. So bunnies could be important for you as well. That could be your familiars. Uh, but yeah, your reputation is ironclad. Um, I'm I'm sending you all my love, and for your freedom, whatever you're fighting for. Because it could even be the big G, who's sending these death threats and you know sexualizing things. And the fact that you keep getting up every single day and you're not giving up is nothing short of heroic ever. So I know I keep saying that, but like, I don't know. I don't. You're superstar, okay? You're succulent. You are a rare beauty. Like the story Black Beauty. Um, so some of you could be a novel, haven't like are a novelist, or the person you're dealing with in these energies is a novelist, because it reminds me of the story Black Beauty. Some of you may roll your weed inside of rose petals. Some of you may keep your old flowers hung up and keep it for like decoration and spells and such. But yeah, succulents. Other geometric shaping. So could be important to you as well to do Reiki. I don't think I listed that before. Um, but yeah, you have a healing touch. You really heal people's heart centers, and you're healing your own as well. And as people watch, as you navigate these crash outs and annoyances with a open and delicate heart, really Mustangs, uh, Highlander horses. So Scotland could be important as well, or just over like in UK area. You don't have to be. That's just extra confirmation. Like a prize-winning pony. So some of you may be getting, ooh, what is it? Outfits for your pets. You could be getting, that's what that message was earlier that I didn't remember. You can also be getting stuff for your kids to play with, like if you got a swing set for the backyard, or you're putting them into archery, like I said with the lessons. But for those who have familiars, I'm getting like a new cat tree. You're just getting everything that a new kitten would need, or it's past a holiday and you got a gift for your little ones. That's so cute. I have a new cat tree on the way myself. So some of you may be having those, or a new ball or chew toy. Um, you got one of those tarot, what are they called, where you give it to the birds just so that they can tear it apart, like besides cardboard, but a new enclosure as well. You realize that your babies have gotten a bit bigger and they could use with you know, a new upgraded tank, and or it's just time to get ready to, they're coming out of hibernation and being low energy, and now you're taking them outside. You're getting them their outside enclosures, like with the bunnies and with like bearded dragons. But yeah, you have the heart of a dragon. Dragon's heart could be important or relevant to some of you. And I've heard, maybe look up the storyline from Black Beauty, because I keep forgetting. It's really good. I'll read it every time. It's the only one where I'm like, wait, why? And I love that because I get to rediscover things. So I'm feeling that you're rediscovering yourself. People don't even believe the stuff that people be trying to say because they have nothing better to do, apparently. And that's sad because they could be creating their future and better opportunities so that things may go their way. All right, one last thing for my favorite ones on the way out. Anything to do with anything. It doesn't have to be related to this topic. Aristocats, so you could have 3 pets or 3 kids. Or you're in jazz bands, a ska band, indie music, stuff like that, where you would have a live band, just live band. Or you know how to play the guitar and you're singing, and that's one of the things that you're getting out of your comfort tone with. I keep saying comfort tone from my song, but yes. You could be an optical illusionist, like I said earlier at the beginning as well. You could do magic tricks and stuff like that with a sleight of hand. Number 44. Weavers know that all is God. Yeah, you are jumping dimensional timelines. A lot of you could be having dreams about your past life memory or astral traveling, as I talked about my own story earlier. If you've had any cool astral travels or stuff like that that you feel comfortable sharing, then let us know below. I really enjoy all your comments and appreciate every way that you give back to my channel, as it's really great having a platform where I have a really interactive community. It was one of the things that helped me keep going at the beginning, was the fact that everyone was always commenting on my posts and stuff, and it's just really wholesome, and it makes me feel seen, and I hope you feel seen too. And that's what Spirit wants to remind you, is that you are seen. Look at that, this face here, and then these face here. So like, you are seen. You're being seen as a beautiful rainbow. You are the Mario Kart with the rainbow road. But you are being seen as someone who can change their outcome and their future. Some of you may have had sick or allergies or like a deviated septum, because my nose is like, and stuff. All this reading is going off. I was fine before I came up here, so I don't know. We persevere. Or there's just a lot of people who don't want this message to get out, and you want to know what? They can get bent. But yeah, we are the God of ourselves and no one else, is what I believe anyway. We are the creators of our reality and no one else's. We experience all of the different dimensions, all the different flavors, and it all adds up to where you're going. You are jumping. You are, what is it? Hyper driving into the next good things, like with the local artist. Good things, big things coming. And it's like, you're getting ready for it. You're slam dinking on the universe. with all the hard work, and they're seeing you not only in the physical realm but also in the other realms. Your reputation is ironclad in ways that you couldn't even possibly begin to list, because your guides find your reputation to be absolutely amazing. And the Fae realm, you are talked about too. It's like that one meme where it's like, I went to the forest and everyone knew you. Okay, I went to the Fae realm, everyone knew you, and it's not in a bad way either. And the fact that they see the things getting thrown your way, and you're turning it, you're alchemizing it, you're an alchemist, and you're taking all of that energy and you're turning it into something beautiful. You're building something, you're building something of yourself. You have a better home, you have better drip, you looking good. Yeah. Okay. Hoops again though. For real. For real. Those, if anyone is a hooper, or like festival hooper, or hoop dancing from indigenous culture, I honestly would be so stoked if you would comment, because that's twice, and so cool, so amazing. Mongolian throat singing as well. Because they love their horses, and that, at least that's what comes to mind. Besides the movie Spirit, where Spirit takes the jump, and when all of the the cannolis, colonizers. Some of you might like cannolis. When the colonizers were behind him, coming to jump and take them back to try and break them. But you are unbreakable. It reminds me of the TV show Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. So some of your names may be Kymmy, like me. Hi. Yeah, a lot of you may be in a fashion model, because it's like the horse is like running away, so, and the sash and the beautiful rose there. Yeah, some of you may be walking a runway, or you're fashion, or you're just you do shoots, you do photo shoots. And yeah, your reputation for being professional. Some people may have made comments about how online, or like for recommendations, and gave you low stars. That could have been possible as well. But yeah, I'm seeing here that, hoops. But besides hoops is that you're getting through it, like with the stress balls, because the stress ones, they usually have like little smiley faces on them. Some of you may enjoy fidget toys to help regulate yourself during this time, as an extra message from Spirit, saying that, hooping, even if you're not like an overly expert hooper, maybe if you're like jump roping, like, because that kind of reminds me of like where you like jump through your own arms. Oh, that also reminds me of magicians as well, like escape artists like Houdini, and such, like getting a contortionist. Some of you may be a contortionist or escape artists. Yeah, maybe your pets are escape artists, and you have to they bolting out the door, and you like just grab them with your arm, like, hey, now calm down. I know you're in hyperdrive, but I'm gonna need you to slow your roll. Oh, that's so cute. So yeah, a lot of you are having playtime with your pets and making sure that they're not getting out. Yeah. That's so funny. I love that. And 4-4, you're building stability. And 8, oh my goodness, it was 4-4-4-4 on the timestamp, and 44. We're so aligned. Take a moment. Uh, so yeah, we are standing on solid foundation, and that's the best way to build a ironclad reputation. So yeah, I'm so proud of you for knowing. Oh, the weavers, the weavers, the weavers. I had wrote down here when I was writing down the iron is your reputation is ironclad. I also wrote that someone is trying to weave a trap for you and you're not taking the bait. So yeah, someone wanted you to take a certain reaction and you're not doing it. And spirit and the other realms saw that they were like, watch the collective totally bypass this. They think they're the bigger spider and they're not, which reminds me of a sad story that there was a spider and I was like, whatever. Hi, Mr. Spider. You're in my home. I need to relocate you. And I was like, I don't want to put it outside because, then the house spiders die if you put them outside. I was like, you want to know what? Between me and you can stay in the Boilermaker room as long as you stay in there, okay? And I put the spider down in the Boilermaker room, and a bigger spider came out of the corner and scooped it up and ate it. So that's you, my favorite ones. You are the bigger spider, okay? Spirit was like, look at that spider. It's gonna, Either way, I feel really bad for feeding a spider to another spider. That's my pet spider now. 4646. So 10-10 could be important to you as well. You're putting this to rest. You're putting it all behind you. There may be old friends who want to come through and you're not doing it anymore. You're being a good bean, okay? You're a good bean, okay? Keep being a good bean and, playing with your pets, giving attention to those who are part of your inner circle, who are clapping for you, who are being there for you, and being there for yourself. I'm so proud of you all. I'm so clucking proud. I couldn't even imagine having a better collective because, it's so wholesome. I love all of you. You're so great. And I appreciate you for being here. So, of course, I'm going to shut it down. And 47, yeah, because at this point, I'm just gushing over you. And I'm so grateful. And the fact that you're not allowing this to get under your skin is so amazing. So much growth. And it's for you because they don't deserve your energy either. Right? We're better than that. Shake it off. Next. Not doing it. So remember to eat, hydrate, rest, and have fun favored ones. If you feel like donating, it will be inside of my description box and if I remember, down below. Bye!